What makes a team pay $22 million just to let one of their biggest stars simply walk away? No, you didn't mishear. The New York Yankees just handed DJ LeMahieu a 7-figure severance to buy out his contract. Yes, the same guy who's won 2 batting titles in pinstripes, but the story behind this decision is way more complicated, revealing a giant crisis that could derail the entire season. Stick with me until the end of this video, because I'm not only going to break down the real reason behind this bombshell, but also the 3 other headlines rocking the Bronx right now. And the last one, trust me, it'll leave your jaw on the floor. What's up, Yankee Nation and baseball fanatics? Welcome back. Let's dive right in, because things are absolutely on fire in the Bronx. Letting LeMahieu go wasn't just any roster move, it was an earthquake. The Yankees not only cut him loose, they ate every last penny of his contract, nearly $22 million straight into the team's financial dumpster. That means any other club can snag a former batting champ for minimum salary. Talk about brutal. But why make such a drastic and expensive call? 2 words: physical limitations. Over the past few seasons, LeMahieu's been hobbled by foot, hip, and calf issues that have sapped his mobility. The final straw? His own admission to the front office that playing third base had become a physical problem. He said he only felt comfortable at first or second base. Here's the catch: second base is already claimed, and by a top-tier talent, all-star Jazz Chisholm Jr. To shoehorn in LeMahieu, the Yanks had been shifting Chisholm over to third. The result? A defensive nightmare. With a sore throwing shoulder, Chisholm was making baffling errors game after game. So Brian Cashman, the team's cool-as-ice GM, faced a brutal choice. Keep the pricey, limited veteran, or unleash the full potential of a younger, more athletic star? The decision was a knockout blow. By cutting LeMahieu loose, they solved Chisholm's woes, but left a black hole at third base. Who's plugging that gap? Right now, it's a platoon of Jorbit Vivas, fresh up from the minors, and Oswald Peraza, whose bat, let's say it hasn't exactly struck fear into pitchers. Yeah, you heard that right. A team with World Series dreams is currently patching one of its most critical positions with a last-minute Band-Aid. Finding a third baseman has become the Yankees' most urgent and desperate mission before the trade deadline. Crazy story, huh? If this decision shocked you as much as it did me, do this. Smash that like button down below to show your reaction and help me keep bringing you straight shooting analysis. And brace yourself, because we've only just begun. Remember those 3 other bombshells I promised? Up next, a historic record that was shattered, vaulting Aaron Judge into true living legend status. All right, we've talked crisis, the shocking cut, and that $22 million budget black hole. But amid the chaos, one living legend keeps writing his name into baseball lore, and that name is Aaron Judge. Last Saturday, in the midst of a painful loss to the Cubs, there was a familiar crack echoing through Yankee Stadium, the unmistakable sound of an Aaron Judge homer. But this wasn't just any home run, it was number 350 of his career. Okay, 350 dingers, that's impressive, but plenty of players have done it. Here's where you're wrong. It wasn't just the milestone, it was how he got there. For perspective, the previous fastest to 350 home runs was Mark McGwire, who needed 1,080 games to hit that mark. Aaron Judge? He did it in just 188 games. That's nearly 200 fewer games. He didn't just break the record, he smashed it to pieces. He's redefining what it means to be a power hitter in the modern era. We're witnessing, game by game, a generational talent, one who will be enshrined forever in Yankees and MLB history. He's the captain, the engine of this team, and even on the darkest nights, he finds a way to shine and remind us that greatness is still alive on the field. Now I want to hear from you. What's your favorite Aaron Judge moment? That swing, that catch, drop it in the comments and let's celebrate this monster of a career. And if you haven't already, now's the perfect time. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Because the next reveal is about the roller coaster that's become the Yankees' starting rotation. A devastating injury that could cost 2 seasons, another that's keeping fans up at night, and in the middle of it all, one blazing fast. Rookie throwing triple digits. You won't want to miss it. We've covered the third base crisis, Judge's insane record, but none of it matters if you don't have pitchers to win games. And that's where every Yankee fan's heart is on high alert. The rotation today is a tale of 2 extremes, the nightmare of injuries and the emergence of an unlikely hero. Stay tuned. There's more drama coming your way. First up, the devastating news. Pitcher Clark Schmidt, a key piece of our rotation, is out. And not for just a little while. He's heading for the dreaded Tommy John surgery, which means we won't see him again this season. And probably not for most of next year either. That's a brutal blow to our pitching depth. As if that weren't enough, our all-star Max Fried, the guy who was supposed to be our rock, just threw up a red flag. He had to leave his last outing early because of a blister on his pitching hand. And anyone who knows baseball understands, a blister for a pitcher can be a sneaky, recurring injury that comes back without warning. The uncertainty around his health is a ghost haunting the team. But in the middle of the darkness, a bright light emerged. His name is Cam Schlittler. With Schmidt sidelined, the Yankees called up this rookie from the minors and threw him into the fire. And what did he do? He stole the show. In his MLB debut, Schlittler was sensational. Not only did he earn the win, he showed off a seriously impressive arsenal. His fastball peaked at a scorching 100 mph. He posted the highest average fastball velocity of any Yankees starter this year. He didn't act like a rookie, he pitched like a seasoned vet. He brought hope and proved that even with all these setbacks, the solution might just be brewing right here in-house. That's the Yankees roller coaster for you. If you felt that chill at the injuries and the thrill at Schlittler's debut, leave a like so I know we're on the same wavelength. And now, buckle up. We're moving to the final revelation. Let's piece this puzzle together and uncover the true identity of this team. How can they go from humiliating loss streaks to crushing victories in the blink of an eye? The answer is in the next and last topic. Don't go anywhere. And if you've made it this far and you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit subscribe now and ring that bell, because the final analysis is the most important of all. We've dissected the third base crisis, celebrated Aaron Judge's historic record, and felt the highs and lows of our pitching staff. Now, let's connect the dots to answer the million-dollar question. Who are the New York Yankees, really? The answer is both. They're a team of extremes. A true performance seesaw. Just days ago, they were in a free fall, losing 16 of 22 games, including 6 straight defeats and getting swept in the first 2 games of the Subway Series against the Mets. They looked lost, vulnerable, and their division lead slipped away. It felt like rock bottom. Then, like a thunderbolt, everything changed overnight. Starting with a win to avoid that Mets sweep, the Yankees flipped the switch and strung together 5 consecutive, utterly dominant victories. They didn't just win, they demolished opponents. Remember that comeback against the Mariners, down 5-0 going into the 8th inning? And the 11-0 drubbing of the Cubs, with Bellinger and Rodon putting on a show? The offense exploded in ways we haven't seen since 2012, scoring 5 or more runs in 10 straight games. This isn't inconsistency. This is the team's identity. The Yankees are built for high risk and high reward. They're made to win games 10-3, not 3-2. Their DNA is all about the overwhelming offense. When this run-producing machine is humming, they're nearly unbeatable, capable of obliterating anyone. But when the bats go silent, as in that 5-2 loss to the Cubs, the margin for error disappears, and they look like an ordinary club. That seesaw isn't a flaw, it's a feature. And understanding it is the key to knowing what to expect down the stretch. There you have it, the million-dollar buyout of LeMahieu, Judge's legendary milestone, the pitching crisis and miracle, and the team's explosive, volatile identity. With all that on the table, I throw the final question to you. Do you believe these Yankees, with this all-or-nothing personality, have what it takes to go all the way and win the World Series? Or do you think this roller coaster will derail when it really counts in the playoffs? Drop your honest opinion in the comments. I want to see this debate light up. And if you've stuck with me for this full breakdown, the only thing I ask is, smash that like button. And if you're not already part of our community, subscribe now. It's the best way to not miss a single detail of the Yankees' march toward October. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.